Again, this is Project Morality, and this is interview 4. If you could please introduce yourself and
Yeah, my name is Mittal Shah, and I'm from India. I'm Hindu and following like Jainism religion. So basically from Gujarat in India, it's Ahmedabad city. So professionally, programming background, from the start of my career, I guess, So doing web development for the most part and web application development.
Okay.
So,
all right, so now I'll get into the actual questions. To you, what is morality?
morality, see how we would in Jainism would understand, anything that hurts any living thing, or like we don't believe in killing, we don't believe in hurting animals, insect, human being, in terms of like feelings or physically, hurting them. So that's what we believe, and
So hurting anything is morally incorrect.
so yeah.
Are you familiar with the Christian golden rule?
I don't know what
It's do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Mm-hmm.
So basically treat other people as you want to be treated. What is your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think I completely agree on
You do?
that. Yeah.
Okay. I bring that up because the philosopher that I'm working on, Immanuel Kant, his morality philosophy very closely mimics that because he was Christian. So, are you familiar with the George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin case? Okay. Well, it was a case about an older gentleman who was on a neighborhood patrol, and he shot a teenage boy who supposedly attacked him. But, so what is your opinion on that? Say it was a self-defense case and he shot the boy because the boy was intending to harm him. What is your opinion on that?
What was the age of that boy?
17.
17.
Perhaps a young man. Yeah.
17 is still not a kid to me, like he's teenager, but I would still think that shooting him is not a right decision. And there could be other ways to handle that situation. I don't know what exactly he's harming or what's going on in that case, but I would say he shouldn't have killed him.
Right. And really the specifics, there's a lot of controversy, but it's really just the basic concept of should he or should he not. So, all right, and now there are 4 separate questions that Immanuel Kant answered to figure out his moral philosophy. And so I'm going to go through those that he said these were wrong, and I'm going to see what your opinion is on them. Suicide, contemplating suicide. Morally wrong or morally right by your moral standard?
Morally wrong.
And why is that?
It's because of one of the reason is our religion concern about not killing. That includes yourself.
Right.
So, and I think most of the time when you are into stress, you take these kind of decisions. But if you give some time to yourself, after some time you realize, okay, I was fool.
Right.
I could have come over that situation and things like that. So I think any situation can be worked out, and it just needs some time to.
So that's always suicide is definitely too drastic. You can always work around any scenario. Okay. Then making a false promise to secure a loan. So if I ask you for $3,000, say I need to get a loan for a car, but I never intend to pay you back. What is your opinion on that?
Yeah, that's obviously
wrong. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And just obviously for obvious reasons you'd say it, or do you have a specific reason why?
I think not saying the truth itself is a crime to yourself, like you're dishonest to yourself. So I think as a human being we shouldn't do that, but for the obvious reasons as well.
Okay.
So,
Now this is an interesting one. Having a special talent but not using it. For instance, you're familiar with Michael Jordan, basketball player. He entertained millions of people by using his skill of basketball, his gift. Or a doctor who is able to cure any kind of brain disease but decides that he wants to go study physics instead. Do you think that that person should continue doing what they do best to help humanity, or not? And stopping that is morally wrong and morally right.
I think my answer is different on this case, and what I did was different.
Right.
So, for example, I had a good skill set on designing things, like working on Photoshop's, layouts, creativity, things like that. But during my career, I thought that there's not enough money in that.
Right. Yeah.
And then I took another way. I was more into programming just because of I gained more package, I guess. But so that way I kind of suppressed my
Gifts
best
or talents, yeah.
talent. So so that happens sometimes. So I think it depends, on situation. But ideally, I would say use your talent, your best.
All right. And then not donating to charity if you have the means to, either the time or the money to donate to charity.
I think donating to charity is a big cause, and I think every human being should spend time and some money. I mean, I'm saying like $1, not more, So I think that's a good cause, and everyone should contribute to that. In Jainism, we strongly believe in that, and every year, we have a big, community meeting. We get together there, and for different causes, we collect money from people. So that goes to like hundreds of thousands of dollars, into poor, like saving animals, saving plants, things like that.
All right. And then, so in terms of, obviously there are different laws all over the world. In India there are going to be different laws than here in the United States, but laws in general, not killing, not stealing, different laws like that. Do you think that morality establishes those laws, or laws are established by, or laws establish that morality? So which way do you think that goes?
I think morality, is. So I would say like whenever we didn't have this court and judges and everything, like way old back, there was a wise team, of people. They thought that something is right, because that helped a human being, that helped the community. They said that that's part of the religion. They make it part of the religion so that they don't need to explain in detail to other people. Whatever follows that religion follows that rules. So I think it started from way back there. So I would say morality
creates laws. All right. So you're saying basically there was a group of people, and they had this moral code, and they wrote it down. They made laws so that people following after them would follow those laws. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Essentially.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the last question. So thank you very much. This is Project Morality.